It's that moment when you wake up first thing in the morning and you realize it's the most magical time of the year. It's March Madness. The Kentucky Wildcats have been selected to go out Midwest to take on Troy Trojans at 23-10. I'm excited to is this going to be Coach Pope's first NCAA win of his career? I don't want to get ahead of myself. We know the history of Kentucky the past few years, and we know the disasters that we had. I don't feel like we headed down that in our first game this year with Troy. Now, they are the Sun Belt Conference champs, but Sun Belt is not the SEC. And while I respect that they won the championships in their conference, this is not the SEC. And I feel like Kentucky is ready for this ball game. You know, when the bracket came out yesterday, we did a 2 hours and 41-minute show, had an absolute blast. If you didn't check it out, make sure you go check it out in videos because we had a lot of fun actually going through that and kind of breaking it down and just me and the guys. So, but like, what does this mean for Kentucky? This is an opportunity for Kentucky to get over the hump. You know, our number one seed is Houston. They're a very good defensive teams. We got Tennessee in our bracket. I mean, it is what it is. But if we can get past that, we'll be playing the winner of either Illinois, Texas, and Xavier. We'll have to face one of those three teams. It depends on, but I don't want to get ahead of myself yet. I just who keeps up with Troy? Nobody really keeps up with Troy. So I got a couple of numbers here. Troy's by the numbers. Like I said, they're 23-10 scoring. They do 72.5 points a game. They're ranked 180th in the country. Defense is 60. They give up 66 points a game, 27th in the country. Ooh, that's interesting. That is. Net ranking is 99th. Ken Palm has them at 98. Offensive efficiency is 153rd, and defense efficiency is 71st in the country. So what can Kentucky do with that? Is this a team with Troy that Kentucky should say, we can win this ball game? Will we be on? We know, congratulations, we got Lamont Butler back. He's not 100%. There's from now until we play, that's some good rest for these guys, especially Butler and everyone else that's kind of banged up. We got Ortega with stitches in his lips. We got Collins, Chandler, he has stitches in his eye. So this is the kind of rest right now that we need. We all know that from now until the tournament is over, only thing we're talking about here is the tournament. We're talking about the excitement. We're talking about bubble, who's going to bust some brackets, what number one seed is going to go down first. Is it going to be another 12-5 upset? All these things are a part of March Madness. Now, what really makes March Madness so much, it's so good, is that when the Kentucky Wildcats can win and advance, that makes college basketball that much better when Kentucky's still in the bracket. I mean, this team is led by Coach Scott Cross. Is this a game that Kentucky should be worried about? I mean, we know in March anything can happen, and that's why they call it madness. That's why they call it magical, because anybody on any given day, if the ball is falling for you, if you get hot, anybody can lose a ball game. Should we be worried about playing Troy this year? I don't know if we should call it worried, but I definitely want to say that we want to have respect for these guys. Respect your opponent every single time out on the floor. It doesn't matter who they are, what conference they're in, because at any given day, a team can be beat. And the same thing, a team can win. So we just got to come into this game. I'm looking forward, for me personally, what I'm looking for, and I like what Rob said last night, is that our freshmen are going to have to play ball. Like that, they look for Kentucky to be successful. Our three freshmen, Noah, Perry, and Chandler, those guys are going to have to give us something. They just can't. At first, I was like, well, maybe if our freshmen come off the bench and just give other people rest, then maybe that'll be okay. I'm completely turned the corner on believing just that. I like, as Rob said, we need about 15 points from those guys. No matter how you get to 15 points, if we can get about 15 points, 15 to 17 points from those three guys, I feel like it gives Kentucky that much better a chance to win the ball game. As a fan, are you worried about Troy? It gives you a moment of pause just because of history the past couple of years, and it makes you wonder, And it's crazy as a Kentucky fan to look at that game and says, I hope we can get past the first ball game because crazier things have happened. But I have to really believe in my heart that this is not the year that we have to really fear about, are we going to lose in the first game of the tournament? Now, I just feel like we got too many shooters. I feel like that we got, even though our defense, look, we can talk about defense all day long. We just can't. But at this particular point, it's if it's broken, you ain't gonna fix it by Friday. You just stay. You might have a different mindset, and you might come out and play more aggressive in a sense. But as far as if you have any teams that have flaws and things that's not good about them, they're not gonna fix that between now and the first time when they tip off the ball games. It's just that's unrealistic to think that. So what does that mean for Kentucky? Kentucky's just gonna have to go out there and they just gonna have to just play out of their mind on defense. They're just gonna have to do that because otherwise Kentucky we might get sent home because yes, we can score the basketball, but can we get stops when it matters the most? And I really feel like that with all the seniors and super seniors that upperclassmen that we have, I feel like that they understand that yes, this is some pressure, but this is good pressure. This is fun. And they understand that, hey, I don't want this to be my last college basketball game just yet. I mean, down the road, it's going to happen for all college players. But for right now, I feel like our guys are locked in. I feel like our guys understand that the assignment that they started when they got the phone call, when they got the plane visit, when they went live with the coach, Coach Popes and the rest of the coaches, I think they got the assignment. And now this is the assignment time, which is March. And this is what we've been waiting for. We didn't have, we got over the hump of the SEC. We finally won a game. We didn't get put out in the first ball game. We got routed in the second ball game. But now here we are in March Madness. All of that, everybody in March Madness has one thing in common. Everybody is 0-0. Nobody has a win. Nobody has a loss. So that's the positive thing that we could take into it. This is going to be a really exciting tournament time for Kentucky basketball. And look, Coach Pope, he's going to stand on the sideline. He's not going to change who he is. I do still continue to wonder if he does decide to shorten up his lineup and his rotation, who gets left out. I kind of feel like I hope he leaves it as is just because of we've had an issue with foul trouble. We've had an issue with fatigue. And if we can leave these other guys in here, and let's be honest, if that happens, I don't know how you leave out Collins Chandler because of the kind of energy that he brings to the floor. He feels like he belongs on the floor now. He's not timid. He's not shy about what he's doing now. Does he still make freshman mistakes? Yes, but we still got seniors who's making freshman mistakes too. We got to cut down on the turnovers, and that's what I'm referring to. Our turnovers, especially our unforced turnovers, and we're just throwing the ball away, and our heads, we take a second off, think about something else, and somebody throws us the ball, and the ball just goes out of bounds. Those are the kind of things that we're going to cut down on. We can't go into this ball game doing stupid things if we want to win. I hope that we get a big lead, and we get a big lead by 17 points, which would be really good. 17 or 20 points. Butler needs to sit down. We don't need to see Butler no more for the rest of the night. And I hope that the guys out there will be good enough that they can allow Butler to sit on the bench. You don't want Butler on the floor just taking opportunities for somebody to set a pick or for somebody to knock him down and he falls on his shoulder and then we out in the second game. That is not what we need right now for Kentucky. Be smart about the whole thing. And that's what I like about our coaches right now is I feel like that these guys are going to be smart about how they use Butler. I think they're going to get him out. I think they're going to arrest him. But, this is Butler. He understands what it takes to get to a Final Four. He has that experience. You got Ansley. He understands what it means to be the number one team. He understands what it means to be out there. This is collectively, all these guys are going to have to collectively play the best basketball of their career so far here at Kentucky just to get this win over Troy. And that sounds crazy once again to say that we got to play our very best basketball to beat Troy. But BBN is not ready to lose in the first game. That would be a disaster. Completely. That would be a disaster if that was the case. So I really hope that our guys stay locked in. I hope that our coaching staff stays locked in. Get healthy this week. Let's get healthy. Let's keep the ice on. And also another number, these guys, when it comes to shooting 3-pointers, they are 339th in 3-point shooting. Let that set in for a second. They don't shoot threes very good. They are horrible. Can Kentucky capitalize on what they do, and can they shoot the 3 ball at a high, but also not just settle? Look, not just settle for the 3-pointers against Troy. Can we get the ball inside? As BC and those guys said, can our bigs play with our backs up against the wall? I really believe that this is going to be a great game for Amari Williams. I look for Amari Williams to come out and get a double-double in this first game against Troy. This is going to be exciting. This is going to be fun. And this is why you call yourself a Kentucky fan. This is why you call yourself a college basketball fan. And this is just why you enjoy watching March Madness, because people play out of their minds. We just hope that it's not done to us against Troy. We got to come out here and we got to win this first ball game. I just think it benefits. I think it makes us look a whole lot better if we can find a way to actually do that. So let's see if our Cats can get this win against Troy. I really believe they can. This is the first of many videos that we're going to be doing leading up to the ball game. Man, if you haven't followed the Loyal BBN Fan Show just yet, you are missing out. Look, we are hype over here on this channel. We are excited about our Wildcats. We don't come and we don't sugarcoat things. We're very transparent with how we feel, and because we love our Kentucky Wildcats. And if you haven't hit that like or that subscribe button by now, you are missing out on the opportunity to follow the Loyal BBN Fan Show. And usually I don't go this hard to get people to, to get people to subscribe or anything like that. But look, man, let's just subscribe to the channel, man. If you haven't subscribed yet, go subscribe. Go hit that subscribe button. It takes 1 second to go do that, and hit that like button. It helps the video as well too, because our Wildcats, you want to be a part of the Loyal BBN Fan Show, because this is about to be special. This is about to be a magical time for the Wildcats, and I think our Wildcats are ready to shock people and to show people really who we are as a basketball team. So look, let's go Cats. Let's get this first W, and let's beat Troy. Man, I tell you, I cannot express this enough of how proud of our Wildcats are. I cannot express this, how much I love watching this team play and how fun they are. Do they make you scratch your head sometimes? Absolutely. But overall, at the end of the day, I love this Kentucky team, and I love the possibilities of what they can do here in March if they come showing up ready to go every single ball game. These guys can make some noise here in March, and let's see what the special ingredients. Let's see what this time of the year can bring for Kentucky, because Kentucky basketball is here in the NCAA tournament, and we're not coming just to win one game. We're coming to bust some bubbles and to make some people smile, because we're the Kentucky Wildcats. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'm Big Mike with the Loyal BBN Fan Show. Hit that subscribe button and that like button. Appreciate you. And until next time, go Cats.